Hi guys, and welcome to a brand new video on the channel. I'm back again with an old topic, but the last one of this year. It's the attacking guide for FC 25. Considering it's now July, it's a good time to release the final attacking guide of the year. This video is split up in three parts. The first part we're going to discuss is the build-up. The second part is the final third decision making. And the third part is the shooting / finishing. So let's get started with the build-up. So with the build-up, it's important to have runners, and especially your wingers. I first show you the video. So in this video, you can see players are running, blah blah blah. In the end, pass, and we score. But let's analyze it at a deeper level. We have the ball with Sesko. We pass with L1 to Cantona, and he is making a run. Our opponent is aware of that, so he knows he has to be aggressive enough. He pulls out a center back, and at that point, we get space in the middle. Find the wings again, play it through, and cut inside, and then it's all about decision making. But the build up here is very simple. We have a runner. We can either use him to just play the through ball, or we can use him as decoy and make a different choice. In this case, he was more of a decoy, open up space in the middle, and we find the goal. Here, another time with the ball with Leao. If you can see, we trigger him with L1 Sesko. And we use the overlap. Now we decide to play that through ball, and we have a clear 1v1 chance, which we mess up, but the build-up has the right idea. So again, we have the ball with Van de Ven at the back. We trigger Renato Veiga, our left back, and then it's all about timing. We find him on the through ball and score. Now, again, this looks simple, but let's analyze it again. When we have the ball with Van de Ven, we L1 trigger Veiga, and we keep him in mind. That's our target. When we play the ball to Kaká, we're almost estimating that Renato Veiga will be nearing the defensive line, so we can immediately do the first time through ball, in which we do. And then it's a very easy position, because you either can go through on goal and maybe try to take a shot, or you can pass it to Kaká, and then you have the same situation again, pass or shoot. Now we shoot and we score. Another build-up from the back, another build-up where Sesko is triggered, and that's what we keep in mind every time. We play it through him. And then it's all about decision making. We play to Simons, back to Son, and shot gets blocked. But the idea, again, remains the same. We trigger our fullback or winger, and then we keep them in mind, and it's almost our end goal to play through ball to him. Same idea here. Renato Veiga pushes up, play it inside, and then we just have that 3v2 in the middle, play to Kaká, and it's a goal. So when we play when we use our fullback, what it does is our winger actually goes to the inside, and if we manage to find that pass to the strikers, we usually have three guys in the middle against the two center backs, and then it's all about making the right decisions with your numeric superiority. It's all about triggering our fullbacks, as we do here again with Renato Veiga. We play it through him, and then we look for the pass inside again. This time we mess up the pass, but the situations we get into are pretty similar every single time and very dangerous. So this was it for the build-up. Let's get over to final third decision making. So final third decision making. What's important in the final third is to, throughout the game, make things up. So one time you go for a speed boost, the other time you go for a pass, the other time you do this, the other time you shoot. What's important for decision making, and not necessarily something you do on the pitch, but it's before you go into a game, is have the right team, the right players in the right positions with the right play styles. So make sure you have tiki-taka in the middle, so you can use that for those quick passes. Talking about play styles, we also made a video on the top 3 play styles on EAFC per position. So check that one out after you finish checking this video out. Let's have a look now. We have it with Vitinha, we play it through, and we find the middle. What do we do here? He's aggressive, we notice that. But if we press pause with Xavi Simons here, you can see, or with Kaká, press pause here, that we have a 3v2 in the middle with Kaká having the ball, Simons on his left, and Son on his right. And he only has 2 center backs to realistically defend it. So what we do is we wait. We wait for what opens up. If he's only marking the passes, we can go on ourselves and have a shot. If he is aggressive on Kaká, we can pass it. This time we pass it to Son, do a few step overs, get past the defender and score. Next up again, run with Son, and now we realize we have to go back to the edge of the box, because that's where the space is, and make the right choices. As you can see, a good tiki-taka play, find Kaká, then we slow down, because we know the defenders are going to keep running and blocking that shot, so we avoid the block, and then finish it with the finesse shot. So what's important in this clip is that we recycle the ball. We notice that, okay, with Son, now it gets to an end, we cannot shoot there. So we go back, recycle it, take the right passes, and score. Here again, with Xavi Simons, we play to Kaká, and our aim is to bait someone out. He's aggressive with the center back, opens up space in the middle, play that through ball, and score. Looks really simple, but if you can see, as you can see in this clip, we don't sprint, we don't do any skill move, nothing. We just wait and see and react basically to what our opponent does with his defenders. Here, we break through on the wing. We see that on the inside there's players, and if you pass it here with Son again, you see that we have Simons, Son, and Kaká in the middle against his two defenders. All about turning the right way, taking up the right space, and finishing it. With Kaká with low driven, it's just so easy to finish those chances. Another final third example here with Leao. We get to the byline, we pass it back, and this is where we want to look for that pass to the inside. And when we find Kaká, it's all about staying calm. In this case, we knew that his center back would be aggressive on Kaká because he is expecting a shot. We play that one more pass, and then he has no chance at all anymore. Low driven into the far corner, and it's easy. What's important is that you can find triangles. So when we have the ball with Leao, we play to Vitinha and immediately recognize that there's a first time option into the middle to Kaká. And this is also how you have to think, especially against, for example, 4-2-1-3, where he's not back with everyone, he's only back with 6 players. And we have to take advantage of that. Okay, so next clip, we play the ball with a through ball to Leao, but we immediately get tackled, so we notice we have to go back. We have to go back to the midfielders where the space is, and we find one of our strikers, which is Simons, turn, shoot. Now we don't play that extra pass, we just turn and shoot. It's always good to recognize which playstyle you got in which position and if you can use them. And the last example of this decision making is here. We break through on the wing, we can go everywhere, but we again think in triangles. So Simons to Vitinha, first time to Kaká, and driven to finish it. This is super important. Now let's get over to the shooting / finishing part. Before I show any examples, what's really crucial to know is, for me, what works the best are 3 types of finishes. Low driven, with players that got low driven plus, it's finesse, with players that got finesse plus, and it's trivela in general. But what's important is that you focus on getting the right players in your team and to use the playstyle finishes as much as possible because they are super OP. First example is really simple. It's just a long shot. We shouldn't forget the long shots. They're super OP, especially players that got finesse plus to shoot it finesse, and trivela is what I said, with pretty much anyone a goal. As you can see in this clip, we got the girl from Real Madrid, finesse, and it's a goal. Don't forget trivelas. Here, she has the playstyle to be fair, but I think with every player, this would have been a goal. Make sure though, outside of the box, you green time your shots. This is essential to get the best shot possible. Now with Simons again, trivela from outside of the box, green, and it's a goal. So keep those in mind. You can shoot from distance, they're really, really good. Trivela is probably the most easy option here. Again with Simons, just green time them, trivela. You perform trivela, by the way, using L2 and a shooting button at the same time, for those who don't know yet. In the clips, you probably already saw a lot of driven shots. So if at the end of this video you don't have enough examples on driven shots specifically, go back and watch them, because driven shots are one of the best in the game if you have a player with driven plus. As you can see here with Leao, first we miss it because we do a normal shot, he doesn't have the play style. Then with Kaká, we do the reverse, finesse, and it's a goal. Important to keep in mind, always use the playstyle finishes he has or trivela. In this clip, we're going to show low driven with Kaká, first time, and goalkeeper has no chance. You perform low driven by simply just tapping the shooting button. No power, nothing, just tapping. And with players like Kaká, like Simons, like Son, those shots will just be crazy. It'll be like a bullet. And especially if it's time on green, but it's not even necessary. Here again, we're playing, passing it to Kaká, and driven goal. It's even like from an angle which I don't think you can perform another shot because you're standing still. But with a driven shot, out of any angle you can score because it's the fastest animation in the game. So if you just need to get the shot off, use a driven. And last but not least, here we have the finesse shot again. Simons not even timed green. This just shows you how OP those shooting playstyles are and how you have to use them, or trivela. So guys, this was the video about the attacking guide, the final attacking guide of FC 25. Probably there's a new one on FC 26, but for now, thanks for watching. Drop a like, subscribe. I'll see you for next time. Bye.